Reds Tuesday is back. It is Tuesday the 26th of November. I am Andy Heaton. This is Kevin Walsh. And we are here to bring you the best talking heads of the week, as per usual. I think it'll be a little bit build up to Napoli this week. Big game tomorrow. Liverpool could seal qualification. Well, pretty much depending on results to... can they seal?
We can seal first place, can't we? Because we're a point ahead of Napoli already, so if we beat them, they've had it, and Salzburg are only on 4 points, aren't they? So they need a win in Genk. So
we were going to do the question at the end, but since I've just messed the intro up, we're going to go straight to it.
Normally he makes us do a retake on that as well, but it's nice to see he's got over that.
First go and all that. Michael, so this is the question that we ask you to leave in the comments, and we'll ask it the following day. So Michael Muller has asked, I'm guessing he's saying, assuming Liverpool beat Napoli to qualify, to guarantee qualification, how many of the start 11 to play in the last game against Salzburg?
Probably resting half the team, maybe, something like that. I wouldn't be overly fussed on playing anybody who's got any sort of slight niggle or anyone whose levels have dropped down. Alisson, I'd say play him because obviously it's unusual for a goalkeeper to need a rest, and he's obviously not played that many games. Van Dijk I'd probably rest because where else are you going to get an opportunity? The other centre half, so you can put Gomez in there alongside Lovren, maybe Matip if he's back fit. I'd rest the two full backs. Midfield, you can switch the lot of them around, can't you? Like Chamberlain, Keita. I'm not sure I'd fancy Lallana playing against that pacey Red Bulls. It is Leipzig, isn't it? Salzburg. They're both all the same, aren't they? You know the score. And then up front, I'd have just Harvey Elliott 3 times, I think.
So I'd start with you in goal because I'm resting in as well. No, I'd play the kids. If we're qualified, don't care. And if we're guaranteed first, play the kids. Fixes pile up, bigger fish to fry. Too much at risk. It is what it is.
I think if you look at it as well, if we do the business tomorrow against Napoli, which I'm confident we will, it puts the group to bed. And honestly, we've got 3 league games coming up now which are all so winnable. We win them, puts us in such a strong position in the league. That Salzburg game then gives us a week off before, or effectively a week between league games, before the Watford game, which is then our last game until the 26th of December.
Do you remember back in the day, I think it was the last Champions League dead rubber we had, it might have been against Galatasaray, Robbie Fowler managed to get on the score sheet.
Yeah. Well,
glory days.
Well, I don't know, I was watching a few clips of Robbie Fowler the other day, and the games where he come back, it's mad to think he was on the bench in a European Cup final. If ever a player was more deserving of a European Cup final winner and would have been able to score it, because he was robbed of as Alaves one, wasn't he?
Well, I was going to say, he scored the goal that should have been the winner.
Well, he'd come off the bench in that game as well, didn't he? So for him to have won that, because it was boss in front of the Liverpool end as well. But yeah, unfortunately he didn't get there.
Talk about lineups, Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville named their team of the decade, which seems to be the trend this week across various platforms. On Monday Night Football, interesting in so much as that Gary Neville has picked more Liverpool players in his 11 than Jamie Carragher. I was a bit surprised. So just run through them quickly.
Very surprising.
Carragher's gone with De Gea, no arguments there, I'd say.
Best goalkeeper in the league by a million miles for the decade, so I don't think that's any sort of question.
No. And then Zabaleta, right back, sound with that.
Yeah, he's
Vincent Kompany, sound with that. Both gone for Verge. Yeah, good. Azpilicueta left back. The last decade, probably.
Yeah, to be fair, you'd say
Ashley, if it was early, you'd probably say Ashley Cole, wouldn't you? But
I thought you were say Ashley Young, then I was going to throw you out the window. No, but Azpilicueta's been a great saving for Chelsea, hasn't he? Played centre-half as well. And
so good he's got a Samsung ringtone after him.
There you go. So yeah, I think he's absolutely fine in there. I think, obviously, Andy Robertson's been the last 2 years, and if you'd probably had another year in, you'd probably be going for Andy Robertson, but you can see why it's gone for him. And
then into midfield gets a little bit interesting. So this is where the teams differ. So Carragher's gone with N'Golo Kante, fair enough.
Well, he won Leicester the league basically on his own, didn't he, with him and Jamie Vardy, so you can't argue.
Yaya Toure and David Silva. Now, Gary Neville's midfield is basically, there's only one change in that, and you'd swap out Kante for Eden Hazard. It's a bit of a weird one.
I think that's known as shithousing your way through a team. 4-2-4. He's basically gone for he's put Hazard in midfield. My views on Hazard are quite well documented. I think he's massively overrated. He's a very, very good player, but he's nowhere near the player people make him out to be, and his goal scoring record speaks to that. If you're putting him in midfield and asking him to put a little bit of a shift in, I'm not sure that's going to work out very well for you, Gary. So I think the little bit more of a solid midfield that Jamie Carragher's gone for will help the front three.
Possibly explains Valencia's results in that short spell that Gary was in charge. But
there you go.
No, that's not for me to say. And then up front, Carragher's gone with Gareth Bale, Sergio Aguero and Eden Hazard. No room for any of the Liverpool strikers, unlike Gary Neville, who's gone with Harry Kane, Sergio Aguero and Luis Suarez. I can't understand Suarez not being in there, I'll be honest with you.
Maybe him and Carragher don't get on or whatever, but it's not like Jamie not to... He's normally quite level-headed with stuff like that, so it's a bit of a mad one. Personally, I think in Jamie's team there, Suarez is much better than every single one of them.
Do you think he's been too conscious that it's
an anti-Liverpool bias? Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. But again, Carragher's not normally that bothered about causing a bit of controversy with things like that. Personally, Suarez is the best striker in the Premier League has ever seen up there, along with the side that likes of Robbie Fowler, Thierry Henry. Aguero's an absolutely fantastic player as well, so I can see why he's in there. But Suarez walks into it for me. Gareth Bale was an excellent player. I think he's done a very good job throughout the years. Eden Hazard again. I don't know whether it's just me who thinks he's not all that, but I don't. So there we go on that. Harry Kane, out goal scorer and has been since the second he stepped into the Tottenham team. But Tottenham are showing again now at the moment, aren't they, that he plays and other players don't play as well, and the team doesn't necessarily function in the same way that it does. So I can see why he's in there, no problems with it, but Suarez is better than all of them.
So who's team are you going for, Jamie's team or Gary Neville's team?
Well, you need a midfield, so Jamie's team wins, I think, is probably a fair way of putting it. And also Gareth Bale, you could sort of drop into a midfield role, couldn't you? So Jamie beating Gary's team there. Talking of Black Manx, Jesse Lingard has been quoted today. What is it? Something like that.
It's his initials, isn't it? That's his initials.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
it was absolutely shit.
There you go. He's revealed, he's claiming he turned down and moved to Liverpool as a youngster. Speaking on Manchester United's official podcast, Warrington-born Lingard, now 26. So they had a number of teams pursuing the signature. He said he was left to pick a club, and United suited him personally. He said he knocked turned down City, Liverpool, Everton, and I think Crew, which is possibly more his level. But he knew Man United was his home. Well, all I can say on that is thank fuck for that.
Yeah, we haven't missed out on much there, have we?
Right, okay, into the break now. A little clip from Second Look. We had Ian Ryan, Rob Gutman and Neil Atkinson looking back at the Crystal Palace game. Here's a little clip.
I think there was a little bit of a surprise in not how intense Palace made it, but I'd watched them against City and Leicester, and it didn't have that kind of same feel that you'd associate with Selhurst Park. And I thought, well, maybe it'd be a little bit of an easier day at the office for Liverpool, but it absolutely wasn't. And you kind of always expect with Zaha that even if he's not in great form, he seems to really turn it on when he comes up against Liverpool. But I think, as I said before, the manager will be delighted, because I think you can talk about Liverpool maybe not finding the gears, and it was a little bit like Sheffield United away, a little bit like United away, a little bit like Villa away. But the manager, I mean, all you can ask of these boys, if you're not playing well, make sure the work rate doesn't drop. Make sure the application doesn't drop. Make sure you're still putting yourself in those positions, both offensively and defensively, where you can affect the football match, and Liverpool do that.
I felt, you end up getting frustrated as a fan. What I found myself shouting is, take some fucking risks, Liverpool. That was the problem. And in all those games, you're right, there is a commonality across them, is that Liverpool... They were facing teams that set themselves deep. Liverpool were determined to be patient and let their quality out. I don't think we were terrible and there's nobody putting massive stray past them, but we weren't taking risks. That's why I enjoyed what Lovren was the only one who wanted to go vertical, ping it into feet, let's see what happens.
And that's what changed at half-time, Rob. And I think Palace have the best of the game from 15 to 45, but I think Liverpool are much the dominant force in the game from 45 to about 80.
Yeah, brilliant that from the lads, and brilliant dissection of another glorious Liverpool victory. I can't say I can remember it that forensically, given that I've been on the ale all day, but we are where we are. Your mate's been at it again.
Which one now?
Neymar.
Oh, my mate Neymar?
Yeah.
Well, what's he been up to? Because I haven't seen any of this.
It's been reported in French newspapers that after he got a text off Lionel Messi after the Barcelona game last year, that one, you might remember it.
Well, I remember not going to it yet, so this was brought up on last week's Knobhead Tuesdays as well. Yeah. So, I do remember it, Andy, quite... You are aware of the fixture at Anfield? Quite vividly, mate, yeah.
Basically, Messi's been cry-arsing to Neymar apparently on WhatsApp. Sent him a WhatsApp that says, only together can we win the Champions League. I want you to come back. In 2 years, I'm leaving, then you'll be all alone. You'll take my place. Just shows you how deep those wounds are.
It's mad. It's absolutely mad that a player like Messi feels like he's got to call out to someone like Neymar. Neymar's a great player, close personal friend of mine as well, obviously. So I'm not going to slag him. But his career trajectory has fell off a cliff since he's gone to PSG. He went there to win the Ballon d'Or because he knew he could never win it at a team with Leo Messi. Fair enough, you can see the thought process behind that. But the problem is...
Mbappe's there, man.
Well, it's not even just that, though. His whole persona has changed from... The way Messi's persona was a world-class, unbelievable footballer and a world superstar because of that. Neymar has turned himself into more of a world superstar who happens to be really good at football.
Brand.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Very often it doesn't work when players try and do that. The only one you can say who's probably made that work for him is probably David Beckham. The fact that he was a brand dragged up his football career, in my opinion. He was a very, very good player.
What about Ronaldo to a certain degree?
Yeah, but I think with Ronaldo, his rise in football sort of dragged up the world persona because everything he does is for the brand, as you say, but he's an unbelievable footballer. In any other time, he'd be talked of as the best player in the world. The only people that talk about him as the best player in the world now, they're only kidding themselves. They all know that Messi is the greatest ever.
He wants to get whoever handled Paul Scholes' PR for him.
Yeah, Paul Scholes has smashed it with the LPR thing, hasn't he? He hasn't gone into the team of the decade, but yeah, it's one of them. But it's funny with Messi. You'd think a player like him, it shows the class of the man that he's willing to take on somebody who's going to be a superstar to come in and share the glory with him. And he's not worried about him taking over any plaudits or anything like that. Messi's just, he must see him as the key to winning the European Cup, so he's happy to get him in to bring that. It's funny that he says he's only going to be there for another 2 years though. If I was Barcelona, mate, I'd be worried about a real lead-style drop off the cliff after he goes, because they're not great at the moment, are they?
Well, the Spanish League's mad this year, isn't it? Have you seen the table? So normally, I think Barcelona's still top there and thereabouts, but normally it's Barcelona and Real Madrid played 12-1-12. Everyone's dropping points all over the shop. Like, I mean, if there was any chance for Atletico to actually do something, Sociedad were threatening to go top a couple of weeks ago, but they've dropped off a little bit now. But it's one of those mad Spanish seasons where, we'll put it this way, they're not doing what Liverpool and Man City are doing.
Yeah, well, I think that the fact that their own league has gone like that, again, will put Liverpool and Man City in a really strong position for the European Cup. And I think that's the fact that we've done it to them last year, and it's clearly in the heads. And the Spanish press are forever going on about they've left the hearts at Anfield and blah, 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 all this type of stuff.
You seen that clip with Shaqiri last week?
Oh, great, isn't it? But again, stuff like that. Why are they releasing stuff like that? It's clear for all to see that the players are feeling still the after effects of Anfield, and now they're going to let this out. 6 months later, while they're not in a great run of form, they're going to go through in the Champions League knockout stages, and then they're going to let out an inside track on how they were beaten and how it's affected them. So it's mad timing, and it's another thing that shows being a worldwide brand is fantastic, and it's great for your incomes and that, but having to do stuff like that doesn't help a team like Barcelona at the moment.
Talking of small clubs.
Yes, Andy. Yes, Andy.
In dispatches this morning, Rafa Benitez has been tentatively linked to the Everton job.
Rafa's got no chance, mate. Mark Hughes 2020.
Mark Hughes 2020. More than Moyes 2020.
More than Moyes 2020, more than Mbappe 2020, more than Sancho 2020.
Well, let's just throw it out. Let's just dream a little. If because Rafa's been quoted in China saying, they still live on the whittle. Once you're back in the Premier League, and there is a job there, and given the money that Machiri has wasted at Everton, it could be a good position for him. But my personal view is it wouldn't particularly bother me if he took the Everton job. But I know you probably feel slightly different.
Yeah, it is. He's already managed Chelsea with a team we can't beat. And listen, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to Rafa what we think, I suppose, because he took that job. It's just, I hate the idea. In fact, I wouldn't be overly harsh myself, if I'm totally honest. The one thing that I really don't want it to happen for is a derby victory, because he'd guarantee them one. He'd absolutely guarantee them one, and he'd do it at Anfield, and he'd take such great delight in it. And I just don't want that run to ever ends. Like, the derby run victory and the haven't won a trophy since 1995 are like two of the biggest things in my life. I absolutely love it. The thought of losing either of those things breaks my heart.
So I think we're on the same page. So yes, we've talked about this on shows over the years where, quite often we get asked the question, would you like Everton to be relegated? And everyone goes, oh, well, no, because right. Absolutely yes.
100%.
And never to be seen ever again. But we are where we are. That's Talking Reds for today. We are up for an FSA award, Fan Media of the Year. Please vote for us. It's going to be tight. We can win it. Register your vote, www.theanfieldwrap.com/vote for Talking Reds. Tuesday, no bed Tuesday, up the Reds.